We all chase success, right? But what happens when you actually get it? That's when the real challenge begins. Today, we're going to break down the 5 hidden tests that come with every single achievement. And this right here is the core idea. Every blessing comes with a test. It's such a powerful way to think about it, isn't it? It reframes success not as the finish line, but as a brand new starting point with its own set of trials. So, this is a direct question for you. When success finally shows up, are you ready for the exam that comes with it? Because honestly, how you handle your blessings reveals so much more about your character than how you handled your struggles. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with this whole idea that every blessing is a test. Then we'll cover guarding your gifts, fueling your fire, honoring your roots, and finally we'll talk about how you carry it all. So let's get one thing straight. Success is not the end of the road, not even close. It's more like you've just leveled up in a video game. And this new level? Oh yeah, it's got its own exam. And what is this test exactly? Well, that's the thing. It's not about some external enemy or bigger problem showing up. The real test is internal. It's a trial of your heart, your wisdom, and your discipline when you finally get lifted up. And here they are, the 5 big pitfalls we're going to explore. These are those subtle traps that can completely unravel all the hard work it took for you to get to where you are. All right, let's jump into our first section, guarding your gifts. This is all about how you deal with the world once you've been elevated. We're talking about your money, your time, and your words. The second things start going well for you, people are going to notice. Friends, family, even strangers will come out of nowhere, kind of like ants to sugar. And your first impulse? It's probably to give, to share your good fortune. But this right here is a major test of wisdom. And this shows the difference perfectly. You've got careless kindness, which drains you dry because it believes every single story and overextends you. And then you have wise kindness. It's still kind, for sure, but it's discerning. It understands you can't pour from an empty cup, and it teaches you to say no without feeling guilty about it. Now this next one, mistake number 2, is a huge test of discipline. You get that big win, you land that dream project, and you just want to shout it from the rooftops, right? You want to share the good news. But this can be a massive mistake. See, when you overshare, you're not just sharing your joy. You're basically sending an open invitation for envy. You start getting those fake smiles and hollow cheers from people who aren't genuinely happy for you. It totally messes with your peace of mind and can even put your future plans at risk. So the key takeaway here is this. Move in silence, protect your progress, let your results do all the talking for you. There is so much power and so much peace in just being discreet. Okay, so we've covered the challenges from the outside world. Now let's turn inward. This section is all about the internal fight to stay hungry and to keep that same work ethic that got you here in the first place. And this brings us to what might be the most dangerous trap of all. You've worked so hard, you finally hit your goal, and you think, I've made it. I can finally relax. But that's the thing about success. It isn't a permanent state. It's a process you have to maintain. Just think about it. The effort you put in yesterday is what created the success you have today. The moment you stop, it starts to fade. And why is that? Because someone else is out there right now working their tail off to take the very spot you just earned. Consistency isn't just about getting success, it's about keeping it. It's as simple and as brutal as that. The second you get comfortable, you start sliding backward. That fire that drove you here needs constant fuel. All right, let's get into our final theme, and this one is absolutely critical. We've talked about managing your resources and your drive. Now let's talk about gratitude and humility. It's all about remembering the foundation your success was built on. When people are struggling, they often look for help from something bigger than themselves. But once life gets good, it's so easy to forget. This mistake is about losing your humility and starting to think you did it all on your own. Staying thankful is what keeps you grounded. And this leads us to what's presented as the most important test of all. Forgetting the people who were there for you long before any of the success, before anybody else even believed in you. I mean, really think about it. Before the world even knew your name, they did. They sacrificed their own comfort for you. They carried your dreams like they were their own. Their prayers are literally a part of your story. Don't get so busy climbing that you forget the people who held the ladder for you. So, after navigating all these tests, what's the real measure of success? Well, it's not actually what you've achieved, but how you carry those achievements. It all comes down to the weight of that blessing and whether you have the character to hold it with grace. And this really brings everything together. To pass these tests, you need humility to remember your source. You need wisdom to be kind without being careless. You need silence to protect your peace. You need consistency to keep your edge. And above all else, you need gratitude for those who paved the way. And that's the question I want to leave you with. The very thing that elevates you also becomes your greatest test. It's a trial of your character. So when your time comes, how will you carry it?